Hey, it's Matt Stone from 100 Covers. Been a long time, but I'm seeing a disturbing trend in book cover design. We've had four authors in the last month come to us with these crazy AI generated images, especially for nonfiction. They're way out of sync. Look at these monstrosities. This looks nothing like a nonfiction book cover. This is way out of sync. And us trying to build these Franken covers out of these bizarre images. Look at this. That is not appropriate for a self help book. These are all nonfiction examples that I'm showing you. This is way, way, wow out of line with what is working to sell nonfiction. This looks nothing like the best-selling book covers. This sends very confusing signals to authors who are maybe looking for a self-help book. This looks like a video game. They wouldn't even, their eyes wouldn't even notice this if they're on a hunt for some kind of self-help book. So this is way out of line, way out of sync. Here's another one on menopause. Have you seen images like this on best-selling books in menopause, women's health? Hell no, not a single one in nonfiction is going to have this super image heavy design on the cover of a nonfiction book. You're not going to see that in any of the bestsellers. And rule number one for us, like I said, make sure your book cover looks like the cover of a book. Rule number two is to make sure that it looks like the type of book that it is. Here's another one here. This is for dementia care. This looks nothing like books in this category. They don't. It's not all dominated by a big image with a tiny little title at the bottom. That's not what these look like. Like I said here, over on the right side, the cover generated from here, Dolly, which is an AI image generator, looks nothing like the best-selling covers in this genre. It's a huge miss. What should they look like? Well, let's go over to K-Lytics. K-Lytics is this massive research tool. This is their self-help report. They put a massive, just a truly massive amount of research into what works and what sells in self-help. This is just one nonfiction category, but it's a pretty good representation of all of nonfiction and the trends there. Look at these, with the exception of the ones with celebrities on there, Will Smith and Sanjay Gupta, etc. Look at all this. It is text, text, text. The trend in nonfiction right now amongst all the bestsellers is letting the text do the heavy lifting and use images and illustrations and such as a design, as a garnish. Look at that. So much text doing all the heavy lifting here. There, of course, there's subtleties between different genres and different categories and subcategories, but for the most part, text-heavy book covers. That's the trend. That's what the bestsellers look like. They don't look like this kind of AI monstrosity that's some kind of experiment. So please, AI is a great tool. We'll be using it more and more in the future. We have a way for authors to select, allowing us to use it. But this is something it's a tool for a graphic designer to use. It's not something that authors need to be messing around with. Again, you just end up with kind of a bizarre Franken cover that doesn't look right for your genre and maybe doesn't even look like a book cover at all.